Hello friends. I wanted to put a little video up on our Facebook page, our website, to talk a little bit about the upcoming Good Friday service as well as Easter service. On our website and Facebook page there should soon appear a letter that I'm sending out as well as the order of service for Good Friday and Easter. We'll have those services at 8 o'clock for Good Friday on Friday evening, and then at 10:30 on Sunday morning as our usual time. I want to talk a little bit about the elements for following along with the Good Friday Holy Supper service. I've included in the email a recipe that we use for our church Holy Supper bread. And it'd be a lot for just one or two people or three people, so I've also included a 1/3 of the recipe, the amounts for just doing a smaller amount to make bread. If you'd like to do that, it's just flour and a little bit of salt and some oil baked in 350 at 350. If you can't do that, we've had communications. The bishop has talked with the consistory and the advisory concerning this special time that we're having right now, and what people can do if they don't have unleavened bread, which is what the Lord used in having Holy Supper, the Last Supper, taking the Passover with his disciples. He used the unleavened bread that was commanded at the time of the Passover. And there's a correspondential reason for not using leaven. Not only were the children of Israel told to stand up, eat in haste, be prepared to go, which has to do with our spiritual energy around following the Lord and having him escape us, lead us into the escape from evils. But also the leaven corresponds to evil and falsity, particularly falsity from evil, because of the leavening process, which creates heat and corresponds to fight and temptations. The Holy Supper bread corresponds to the Lord's divine good beyond and now above all the temptations that he struggled with while he was on earth. That correspondence of his divine good coming into us is unleavened. It doesn't have that fight in it. That's been accomplished. And so the unleavened bread is the correspondential bread of the Holy Supper. But if you don't have that, it's more important. The most important element in Holy Supper is us coming to the Lord, asking for his help, asking for his aid. And at times like this, when we can't be together and be in communion with one another and the Lord in a church during this sacrament, the most important element is us coming to the Lord. So the bishop has talked about being able to use substitutes. The idea is it's important to have some understanding about this is not the ideal, these are not the ideal elements, the correspondential elements, but that it's better to take the Holy Supper and to come forward with that spirit. That's the most important element of the sacrament, is the spirit we bring forward, the spirit the Lord clicks in us, the spirit we come forward to the Lord with, wanting to commune with the Lord in that spirit. So unleavened bread is important, and if you don't have it, use a substitute. And fermented red wine seems to be the element the Lord used during the Last Supper. But if you don't have that, another substitute would also be better than saying, I can't do this, I don't have what I need. No, take what you have, approach the Lord with something to eat, something bread-like, something cracker-like, something that is reminding you that the Lord wants to give you all of his goodness. He wants you to have that in your heart. And take something to drink. If it can't be wine, it could be grape juice, it could be water. Knowing that it'd be better to have these other elements, but right now, in this COVID crisis, this is what I can prepare for my communion with the Lord. The Lord isn't all about externals. In the new church, we know that especially. The Lord is about internals. The externals represent and correspond to the internals, so we use those representative things. But really it's the intention, it's the mindfulness. We come before the Lord to celebrate his desire to be with us and us in him. We celebrate Holy Supper, and we would love to celebrate it together. So you'll be getting a letter. It should be posted along with where this video is found just reminding you to please come forward. Do what you can to partake of the Holy Supper. During the ritual that I'll be doing in the church, I'll have time for you to do your own breaking of the bread and eating it with a blessing, and also to be drinking the wine, again with a blessing. So I won't see you then. I was going to say hope to see you in church on Sunday, or on Friday, but I won't. But in spirit, I'm with you, and may the Lord bless you in these times and in upcoming celebration of Good Friday and then Easter. Thank you.